Hi again, this is Doug Williams with Viva Las Vegas Autos bringing in another fantastic car. This is a very rare 1966 Mercury Parklane Convertible. And this has got the 410 cubic inch, 330 horsepower big block in it. This car, they only built 2,546 of them, and I can only imagine how many are left. It wasn't like a Mustang or a Corvette. But to see a convertible this size, 220.5 inches long, this thing's a monster. And amazing, I learned the other day just reading about this car, is this thing got 7.9 seconds in a 0 to 60 time. That's pretty amazing for a car this size and this weight. So we're going to walk around this car here in a second and talk about what it has, because it's pretty well equipped. And it's got some neat features that you wouldn't normally see in this car. So let's take a minute and take a look at this thing. The first thing you notice when you walk around this car at anywhere from, I'm at probably 10 feet right now, is just how pretty it is. The lines are super straight on the car. It doesn't have any appearance of having been in a wreck or panel replacement. The straight lines on it are fantastic. As you look down that side like that, all the body panels fit great. The chrome, as you can see, is in great shape. Marker lights and everything like that. To give you a little history on this, this was used as a parade car in northern Utah for a family that had this car and a four-door hardtop together, and I actually bought both the day that I got this one. Didn't know about the four-door hardtop until when I was talking to him about negotiating on the deal on this one. He says, well, why not we make a two-car deal? And he told me about the four-door hardtop in the garage, so I was pretty excited because both cars are pretty nice, this one especially. This convertible is in great shape all the way around the car. I'm going to walk around the body so you can see the straight lines on this thing. Like I said, the rarity of these are incredible. It's not a show quality paint like perfection. In fact, the original color of this was polar white. So this was a complete body color change. I mean, complete everywhere. You look inside the trunk, inside the underneath the engine bay, it was all painted this burgundy, red or maroon, a metallic. Again, you can see the condition of the bumpers. Not flawless, but they are in exceptional condition. Dual exhaust on it. You can see the straightness of the metal. Again, looking down the sides. Imagine that, 220 inches, 220.5 inches end to end on this thing. That is a huge car. And she has no rust. The frame is perfect. Body panels all excellent. You get down even in the low areas on the rocker panels, and they look fantastic too. Just everywhere you look on this thing, top to bottom, is great. The windshield's great. There is one small teeny chip in the windshield. I'll show you that over here. Looks like it's been repaired. See it right there. Aside from that, it's in great shape. All the power windows work and everything like that. She is a pretty car. She's fast. She's fun to drive too. She's super smooth. Let's look under the hood here. See, they did a complete body color change on this thing. All your jams and everything like that are painted. Under the hood was painted. They did really a nice job. The engine runs perfect, extremely smooth, never overheats. Got the old windshield wiper washer bottle there. Just in great condition. All the panels line up nicely. All the lights work on the car, interior and exterior. A little bit of a small repair on the boot. See, the interior is just fantastic condition. Carpet's probably a little bit faded, you can see there. The door panels are beautiful. All the paneling inside. The dash is gorgeous without a break. crack or anything. Steering wheel is perfect. Literally, there's no hairline crack in the steering wheel or anything like that. It's beautiful condition. Console. Some rare options in this car with bucket seats in the console. The rear speaker in the back. Power windows with the power vent windows right there, and the remote mirror. It's all optional. The radio was optional in this thing, and it still works. Let's open the trunk. Back in the day, they would have said that this trunk could have fit quite a few bodies, and you'll see why. It is a monster of a trunk. It's huge. Spare tire still in there. See again, all the paneling was changed out and the color. All the original paneling is still in the trunk. Does not come with my camera gear. I don't think it does. Just a great finish on this car. Not show quality, but it's nice. If you really look closely on this thing, there's a couple bugaboos in the paint where it looks like they polished it a little bit too thin right there. I think there was another one up here where, again, it's just looks like they either polished it too thin or they tried to touch it up. I think that's about it. Overall, the paint's just really pretty on this car. And let me show you how the top works. We'll take off the boot here. Putting up the top is pretty simple. Whether the car is on or not, there's a top control button here. That thing swings right up. And you latch it down. One of the windows up. Both sides work great. Even your power vent windows work fantastic too. Both of them. Both of them working over there. You see with that top up, how beautiful condition that is. It is outstanding condition. No rips or tears. Rear window is beautiful. You can see through it just clear. You see what great condition that is in everywhere you look. Super nice. This car looks as good with the top up as it does with the top down. Wow. Super nice. Let's go for a spin. She starts right up. Just like that. Horn works. Even the seatbelt light down there works. Interior lights all work. The doors and everything like that. The radio even works.
As quickly as possible, because waiting is everything.
You hear the radio? Like I said, a beautiful dash. Okay, let's take this thing for a ride. One of the first things you notice about this car when you're driving it is how smooth it feels. Absolutely incredible feel on the way it drives. The power steering and power brakes just make it feel great. She does corner, not like a sports car, but she feels more like a land yacht. That's because she just floats. She is definitely enjoyable to drive though. Radial tires that are on there are pretty quiet too, which is pretty cool. And with a 410 big block and 330 horsepower, she has plenty of power to get up on the freeway and hang with the best of them. This thing literally had a top speed of 128 miles per hour. And the 0 to 60 is just mind-boggling at 7.9. I've said that before, but the base Corvette was 8.1 at the time. She definitely gets up and goes. Shifts perfectly. The steering is not loose at all. Feel the power in it when you get after it too. Even though it doesn't have disc brakes, you wouldn't feel like unsafe with the front drum brakes on this thing, the power brakes. She brakes very smoothly, very little pressure on the pedal. Turns on a dime. All your gauges work except for the clock. Lights all work, brights all work, turn signals all work. Everything works inside. I put some information in the ad as far as the market guidelines of what the value is. Just look for the NADA sheet on that. The closest thing I could find on Barrett-Jackson was an S55, which was basically visually the same car, but it had a 428 engine in it, 4-barrel, that had 15 more horsepower than this car. And that one sold at Barrett-Jackson just this year for $49,000. So that's the only market range I can even guess on this vehicle, because there really isn't too many of these to speak of. But if you call me and ask me what my bottom line is, you're not going to get a very pleasant answer, because I don't know. It depends on what the market's worth to my buyers, my serious buyers. I sell nice cars. My feedback's perfect online. So take a look, and then the number that counts is one that's willing to pass my desk with an offer. So if you don't want to make an offer, there isn't a number that I can quote you, because it doesn't really matter at that point. You're not willing to make an offer. So make an offer and you'll find out what I'm willing to sell it at. Basically what it boils down to, because the only number that counts is your number. So give me a holler, let's talk. The best thing to do is get on the phone and call me. I make deals all the time with people who are willing to call me. But email me a question, that's just ridiculous. So call me at 702-353-7500. I'd love to have a conversation with you, and we can talk about what you're willing to offer and make the deal. The car's worth it, believe me. It's a nice car. Thanks for trying.